it's almost over. I ain't gonna let it pull me under. But
You're watching www.ThePapare.com. We're coming to you live from Valisara Navy Sports Club hosting Havelock Sports Club in this second week of the second round of Dialogue Rugby League 2018-19. These pictures brought to you live on your favorite sports network, Sri Lanka's #1 sports network, www.thepapare.com. Celebrating 10 years of existence this year, a decade of sharing the passion and bringing the action live to you. Navy and Havelock Sports Club will be vying to get a big victory in what has turned out to be a week of underdogs and big upsets. And joining with me in commentary is Sabir Kadir. Welcome, Sabir.
Very good afternoon, Sudarshana. Very good afternoon to all our viewers. Welcome, and we're bringing live pictures, like you said, on your #1 sports hub. It's a milestone, 10 years, such a long decade of passion we have been sharing. And men in pink, Havelock Sports Club, I'm sure they know how it's going to be difficult, especially in this Navy zone, in this perfect weather condition, though. I'm sure both teams have equally well-balanced forwards in this game. As you can see, the weather currently 29, but it doesn't really look like 29, Sudarshana. Pretty much like 25 or 26 out in the middle.
Absolutely, Sabir. A lovely day for rugby. A gloomy Sunday evening. What better can you ask for? We can expect some good fast-flowing rugby here. And like you mentioned, yes, the two forwards battle is going to be very crucial in this encounter. Navy Sports Club has a very drilled set of forwards, but Havy's forwards have been the pack of the season, if you may ask me, because they've done some impressive work throughout the first round to make sure that they come into the second round with only one loss. Navy, on the other hand, will be looking to bounce back because last week they had an unexpected loss to CHNFC. It was a very, very close game, and also before that they lost to Candy Sports Club right here in this ground from 1 point, which will be still hurting, I believe. So they will want to make sure that they get their act back together and make sure that they go into the second round with a chance to finish in that top 4 position.
Yes, absolutely. You can see a few Navy fans have come in to cheer the team. And of course, after that shocking results back in Italy yesterday, and Havelocks will be eyeing that special win here, and also they fancy their chances. But it does not end, as you said, Sudarshana. It's going to be again top 4 will battle it out in the semi-finals. Then only the league title or the winners will be decided. So still a long way to go.
Absolutely, plenty of things to happen in this interesting Dialogue Rugby League 2018-19. But we'll go for a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we will have plenty of action for you in this Dialogue Rugby League second round encounter.
not gonna let it push me over. But I will conquer.
Crescent Mini Keeves. Try it. Love it. The original Mini Keeves, only from Crescent.
Breeder Fast, Pulsar NS160 with wider tyres and twin disc brakes from David Pieris Motor Company Private Limited.
Sophisticated selection of Yardley, London. Sophisticated selection of Yardley, London. Sophisticated selection of Yardley, London.
Crunchy munchy.
Fiery Kochi.
Crescent Kochi Bites. Try it. Love it. The original Kochi Bites only from Crescent.
Sophisticated selection of Yardley, London.
Welcome back to the live action brought to you on www.thepapare.com, Sri Lanka's #1 sports hub, celebrating 10 years of sharing the passion this year. So plenty of surprises lined up to come your way. And here we are today, coming to you live from Varisara, bringing you the game of Navy Sports Club taking on Havelock Sports Club, who are the second place team in the league. And we've had a terrific league so far, Sabir, one of the best to have been conducted in the past couple of years, if you ask me. And still everybody has a chance at that title, which is going to be wonderful. Here's the points table. Kandy Sports Club still in the lead with 49 points despite their loss yesterday. Havelock Sports Club sits second with a game in hand. CHNFC climbing on to the third place after defeating their rival CRNFC, who are dropping to the fourth place, and Navy currently lying fifth. These two teams, Havelock Sports Club, were the runners-up last year, and Navy finishing third. So Navy will be the team that are looking to get a big win here, because their position of fifth is not good enough for the quality of players that they have in their ranks.
Yes, absolutely, Sudarshan. Like you said, look at the bonus point difference, 9 versus 5 against the top two teams in the front. That's where Kandy was so strong. They know how to win, and they know how to win with a bonus point. Even they know how to get 2 bonus points, even though they in the losing team. That's what happened yesterday at Nitavalas. So the point system, margin 7 or less gets another bonus point, and also scoring 4 tries despite the fact that Army scoring only 3 tries. So you can see from a champion unit, still, like I said before, it's a long way to go, but some fine performance by Army. And also CHNFC yesterday, they enroute CRNFC in their Colombo 7 derby game.
The leaderboard for the Dialogue Rugby League has been interesting. Dhanush Karanjan still holding on to his top position of 8 tries in the top try scorers leaderboard, whereas Samuel Madhuanta crossed the 100-point mark, second consecutive season, just to 21 years of age, to overtake Tarinder Ratwatte, and 200-point performances in 2 seasons. Brilliant work by Samuel Madhuanta.
Absolutely, yes. He just missed few conversions and kicks yesterday, but managed to pip Tarinder Ratwatte's points tally. On the other hand, Thari also missed a few kicks, and Dhanush Karanjan on song as ever. Sri Lanka's 7th player, of course, represented in many games, even captained Sri Lanka. So it's going to be an interesting game or interesting season. Who will take that lead, Sudarshan, as we progress?
For Navy, of course, it has been Buddhima Piyaratna who's been leading the charge. Has 5 tries under his belt. Piyaratna, who is a standout winger in the Sri Lankan circuit, but hasn't been hitting his strides in the past season, so he will be looking for a big performance here today, which is going to be a very, very important day. And their biggest miss. Here's a look at Mithun Hapugoda, the player of the week last week. Havelock Sports Club has been blessed with his return to form, but what about this man?
How good is that, Sudarshan? From a tight head or loose head prop forward, and some great power and a lovely offload, showing the skills with the ball. And Mithun Hapugoda, good to see him back after missing out so many national caps due to his both knees injured during the some of the Hong Kong Sevens game, and also one of the Super Sevens franchise game. So unlucky, and good to see and have his number 9 back in colours. He certainly assisted and also scored a couple of tries in that Army game last week. And young Fajreen, of course, another sensational outcome for men in pink. Situm Pir is another who will start today, and Mithun Hapugoda, that's what support play is about. Did exceptionally well to get that offload from Situm Pir, which is outstanding. That's why he was player of the week.
And here's the highlight of the first round. Havelock Sports Club hosting Navy Sports Club, and it ended in favor of Havelocks, finishing it 22 points to 18. It was a very close game, although it was a little bit of a sloppy stop-start affair.
Absolutely, and Dinu Kamarasinghe again, second touch and second silky offload, Sudarshana, and too easy for the wing three-quarter. And Havelocks, he showed some great promise, isn't it, after coming from the Sri Lanka setup, straight away into the elite setup, and so much future on him. And another try by Sashan Mohammed in that downpour. Even with that numerical advantage, Havelock managed to defend well. Then came this try a bit too late for Navy. And Veerasinghe with the conversion. Again, another forward impact, you can see clearly. And a sensible kick was taken. It hits the uprights. And it favored in favor of Navy, but it was 20-18 for the men in pink.
Navy, for them to be placed at the 5th position in the points table, they are worse when it comes to kicking, especially Tilna Veerasinghe, who's been a leading point scorer in the league in consecutive years, not turning up to that responsibility. Maybe the captaincy is playing at the back of his mind. That has been a major factor, isn't it, Sabir?
Yeah, maybe he must be feeling that pressure, but also last year we saw some of the games Coach Motilal did swap him and makes a few early changes, but he's someone who can really control the game, who can really turn a game with especially up and unders, and also some kicks, territorial kicks, and also the running ability. And
in the past couple of exchanges, in the last 8 exchanges, Havelocks have had the better luck, with Navy only winning 3 of the encounters, Havelocks taking 5, so they have the momentum backing them, Havelocks, but Navy will definitely want this game more. One player that has really stood out for me in the Navy colours, Sabir, this season has been Chathura Seneviratne, who's playing out of position. He normally plays at flyer for fullback, but in this team he's playing in the wing three-quarter position, but he's been a good investment for Navy.
Absolutely, indeed, Sudarshan. So much pleasing to watch Chathura Seneviratne. He made the right decision as well, staying in the candy in the bench. He's not getting any game time, so he's still young. This is what you have to put the talent out. Even the try he scored last week against CHNFC, a big hit on the Australian, and also another couple of fin and all the way for the try. So he's showing that no matter where you pick me, coach, I'll do what you want to do. So that's what he, as a youngster, you have to do. Actually, that changed a few of the momentum for Navy, and he also make those place kicks, so which is another plus point.
Here's a look at the teams for you. Navy Sports Club going with experience. Kasan De Silva, Amit Gunasinghe, and Charit Silva has been a standout player. He's collected 5 tries to his name already for Navy, so he's going to come into the game as well. Moving on to the second rows, Ravin De Silva partnering up with Gavin Seagats, 2 bulky second rowers as well, so Navy is going to go out with that heavy pack. The third row, Sadisha Veeratunga, Radisha Seneviratne and Gihan Pereira, all 3 of them very, very mobile. Adisha Veeratunga can carry the ball as well. Rajesh Seneviratne is a real menace when it comes to break down ruck time, and Gihan Pereira, look out for him at the back of the scrum. Richie Dharmapala and Mohammad Afzal have been elected as the halfback combination for Navy time and time again this season. Richie Dharmapala maybe, just maybe, needs to fasten things up a little towards the latter part of the game. Mohammad Afzal, you know about his creativity, and the centre combination for Navy Sports Club, Dinesh Lakmal and Tanuja Malimbade. Tanuja Malimbade is quickly coming off the ranks, and Dinesh Lakmal has been one of those unknown players before the start of this season, but has cemented his place in that number 12 channel. And the back 3 for Navy Sports Club, Buddhima Peyaratne, Tilna Veerasinghe and Chathura Seneviratne. Buddhima Peyaratne, a lethal finisher. Chathura Seneviratne, like we spoke earlier, is coming up the ranks, and but Tilna Veerasinghe will have to step up his game if Navy wants to win this one. And we'll go across the Havelock Sports Club team cards. Dushmant Priyadarshana starting off. Asmir Fajuddin has been one of those players who have really stepped up this game, step up his mark to the club league. Liston Flatney, very experienced, two prop forwards with a young looking hooker who's turning up the heat in this league. Second rows for Havelock Sports Club. Chamaka Bandara and Umesh Madhushankar partnering up as the locks. Chamaka Bandara getting the nod ahead of Sharu Fernando today, and the lethal back three of Havelock Sports Club. Senal Dilak, Lasindu Karnatalik and Situm Piris, they've been brilliant so far this season. Halfback combination for Havelock Sports Club. Mithun Hapugoda partnering up with skipper Niroshan Fernando. Fernando's experience has played a huge role in this Havelock Sports Club, and we saw how Mithun Hapugoda comes into the party, being elected the player of the week last week. And the centre combination, Dino Kamarisinga, there's another change there. Instead of Aryapala, we see Prince Chamara coming into the centre position alongside Dino Kamarisinga, who's been very good for Havelock Sports Club. So Prince Chamara's kicking will come into action come the second half, and the back three for Havelock's Chamara Dabare, Risa Mubarak and Sadhu Nehra, all three of them Sri Lanka national represents and have been players who played at the top but will be looking for that consistency and the breakthrough season. Here are the substitutions: Stefan Gregory, Viraj Kolambarachi, Mahesh Madhushankar, Janit Lakshara, Nirosh Pereira, Harsha Madhuranga, Lahiru Herat, Gayan Vikramaratna for Navy Sports Club, and for Havelock's Rahal Delpa, Chitra Christian Delay, Faiz Abdullah, Shaukat Lahir, Tekshana Dasanayaka, Sandesh Jaivikrama, Vimukti Rahula and Diranka Pereira. So good looking two teams. We can expect a good matchup here, Zabir.
Absolutely indeed. Both teams' substitution looks like pretty much under 23 team. Sudarshan has so many youngsters who also kept that under 20 Sri Lanka squad. But going back to that Prince Chamara's inclusion, quite interesting change by coach Sanath Martis. Last week we saw Tikshana Dasanayaka, former St. Peter's player who made a good impact in that first half last week game. And also for Navy, that inclusion in that lock combination, also another interesting factor as Navy goes into the traditional huddle.
This match is brought to you by EFL, proud sponsor of the Sri Lanka Rugby Referees and Havelock Sports Club.
Unlimited calls, unlimited data තියෙනවා කියන්නේ. ඕනම ගේමක් ගහන්න පුළුවන්. මාස් ඒක ආන්සර් කරන්නම ඕනි කෝල් එක. සර්, මෙහෙම මාස්ටර් ප්ලෑන් එකක් ඇවිල්ලත් නැහැ. ආයේ එන්නෙත් නැහැ. ඉක්මනට මොබිටෙල් මාස්ටර් පැකේජ් එක දාගන්න. ඒකේ calls data දෙකම unlimited. මොබිටෙල් මාස්ටර් unlimited පැකේජ් එකේ unlimited calls, unlimited data. මේක ගන්නම ඕනි පැකේජ් එකක්.
All set for the start of this game. Navy Sports Club at the receiving end, with Havelock Sports Club taking on the kicking duties. The win factor is going to be very important in this game, Sabir, because there is Havelocks will be playing into the win. So the match officials for today, Priyanta Gunaratna, the man in charge of the whistle, assisted by Deepal Punyavardhan and Priya Suranga as the assistant referees. Kicking things off is Risa Mubarak. Amit Gunasinghe right underneath it, collected it very cleanly. Navy will be looking to clear the ranks here. Richie Dharmapala opting to go to his box kick. Good chase by Navy. Unfortunately, Gavin Seegers is unable to collect the tap off cleanly from Mithun Hapugoda. Early chance lost for Navy Sports Club. Havis will be looking for the scrum.
Absolutely good collection by Amit Gunasinghe, the Navy hooker, and no hurry, a bit more patient. Richie Dharmapala puts that into the skies. Good chase coming in by Afzal and great work, but the supporting arriving player Silva just made a fumble on that occasion, could have won the ball. So far it's a good start.
First scrum of the game, both forwards will be looking to put in a good performance and make a statement here. A good shove by Havelock Sports Club, dominating, earns the penalty. getting advantage. Mithun Hapagoda playing for advantage, going on the short side. Under pressure is Richard Dharmapala. Brilliant performance by the Havelock forwards, completely dominating the scrum that time.
That's all about that 30 kg extra in that scrum. We just saw the weight difference between both those teams, Sudarshana. Cleverly worked by Mithun Hapagoda. He knew that the advantage is on offer, trying to do something out, and Niroshan Fernando, instead of going for post early on, putting a bit more pressure.
Take a look at that, very sneaky. Richie Dharmapala was really under pressure at that time, but now it's a chance for the forwards to put a finish to the good work they've done earlier on in that scrum. Structured play, opting to go to number 4 channel. Good collection, and Azmir Fajruddin finds himself in a very, very usual position.
Get back! Get back! Blue 19, get back!
Brilliantly formed maul. Havelock's on the charge now. Navy have no answers. Marching through are the Havelock forwards. Inches away now. They need to make the ball available, and scores the first try. What a try that's going to be for Havelock forwards. The man coming out with it is ThePapare, but take about the entire 8 of Havelock Sports Club forwards. They were brilliant in their march formation, set it up and finished it out in style.
Absolutely sensational work, Sudarshan. That was a master class driving maul, and from the take from ThePapare, they carried the momentum, and Navy defense didn't really have a clue. Look at the numbers, Navy 5-7, they're still going back to hold that maul, but using that lovely body position in that drive, Sudarshan. This is what Coach Sanath Martis used to do, especially with that Reed Avenue Royal College when he was under as a coach, and also few royalists on that lineup as well. Azmir Fajruddin to start with.
Absolutely, and here's Risa Mubarak looking to... Oh, good chase by Buddhima Piratna. This is what you need from Navy Sports Club. Do something to lift your team up after conceding points earlier on in the game. Brilliantly done by Piratna. The highest try scorer for Navy Sports Club this season, has 5 tries under his belt. That will lift the team up. You can see everybody congratulating him and telling him, well done, mate.
Great work, Sudarshana. That hits really onto his face. Courageous effort by Buddhima Piratna. This is what you want to see from a youngster. Here's the restart.
Good high-hanging kick by Abzal, but well fielded by Havelock Sports Club. Mithun Hapagoda slowing things down, wanting Liston Fatney to take the ball up in order to make the angle better for... But Navy Sports Club now coming away with it. Counter-attack by Navy. Good hands, should have given it out. There was space on the outside for Navy Sports Club. Can they reply straight away? First time in the opposition 22 Navy. Richie fastening things up. Gavin C gets to carry the ball forward for Navy, tucking it in. Now Richie Dharmapala goes through Amit Gunasinghe, trusted hooker of Navy Sports Club. Here's Charit Silva. Big man has found his way to the try line as well. Dharmapala opting to go with his forwards, using the shotgun method, and the Navy crowd coming it on the act, and they've been awarded a penalty right underneath the post. Good response by Navy Sports Club, starting off with that charge down of Buddhima Piratna. Now they have a real chance of getting 3 points on the board.
And I also like to see a replay of that, Sudarshan. It looked like, for instance, a knock-on from a Navy player. The man who carried Amit Gunasinghe looked like a ripper from Lasindu Ishan. Here's that replay. It's not the exact replay that we wanted, Lasindu Ishan, but anyway, Navy with a real opportunity to get some points on the board, and you cannot ask for a better distance, isn't it, Sudarshan?
Well, there should be bread and butter for Tilna Veerasinghe. Possibly could be the easiest 3 points that he took this season. As Navy get on the scoreboard, 3 points to 5. through Atilna Veerasinghe's penalty. Well done by Navy to put pressure and make sure that they come back with points. Easy as you like, bread and butter. So Atilna Veerasinghe getting a chance to clean his cobwebs in the boot. We will be expecting a better performance from him in this game. Risa Mubarak, good high hanging kick. Yet again Amit Gunasinghe right underneath it, looking for a gap to penetrate, but Situm Piris is up to the task. Dharmapala now to Afzal, who puts the ball deep in the middle of Mubarak and Mithun Hapugoda. The chase is good. Good pressure coming in from Navy Sports Club. But Mubarak doing absolutely well. He was isolated there, managing to get back to his feet. Fajuddin now. Havelock's forwards need to try and support that breakdown. They need another hitter to come in. Ball going wide, and Priyadarshana with a big no argue to Gavin Seagats. Ball coming out wide. Now Dabare puts in the little dink, collected by Veerasinghe on the counter. Good tackle by Mithun Hapugoda to stop Veerasinghe's charge. We've seen a good open fast rugby so far this game. The call was clear by the referee, hands off, ruck form. So Situm Piris was a little tad bit late to arrive at that fringe. Unfortunate, but the referee was very clear. The ruck was formed, and Atilna Veerasinghe now with a brilliant chance to bring Navy to a good attacking position.
Absolutely, the territorial benefit, but the kick, it doesn't really find much of a distance. But Navy showing some great intent in terms of the attack. Sudarshan, here's that replay. Adisha Veeratunga going into contact. Situm Piris, that is fine. But here, the ruck is formed. Referee saying no, hands off. So that's where the penalty was given.
Spot on there, because Situm Piris, first time he tried for that ball, he was legal. He couldn't get hold of the ball, but the second time when he tried ripping that off, the arriving man had made it a rock for Navy Sports Club. Here's Gavin Steigert hitting through Mohammad Afzal. Adisha Veeratunga trying to create space, tried offloading, but nobody available. Finally gets it away. Now to the corner, Chatura Seneviratna, big hit on him by Sandun Herat. Afzal to Dharmapala, gives it to Silva. Good carry by Silva. Veeratunga offloads to Kasun De Silva. Afzal now to Pieratna. Pieratna trying to run on the outside. Did very well to keep the ball in play. Robin De Silva, wasn't intended for him. Yet again another penalty, but this time Situm Piris, you did that right.
Great work using his lower center of gravity, and with the effective work by Situm Piris. First time he did the mistake, second time referee says it's completely legal. And Navy, quite unfortunate not scoring or coming out with any points on that move. And what a lovely step by Adisha Veeratunga. He is a lock forward, but showing some great interest. Here's another chance for Buddhima Pieratna.
Caught in an error by Niroshan Fernando, not finding touch there. They were under the pump. And here's Navy coming back at Havelocks again. Veeratunga. Now Afzal gives it to Gavin Seagats. Ravin De Silva breaking through. Brilliant supporting line by Rajesh Seneviratna, who carries the ball forward. Now Navy Sports Club back in the opposition 22. Good collection, very good collection by Silva that time. Wasn't an ideal pass. Veeratunga going in support of Kasun De Silva. Dharmapala. Afzal thinks about offloading, thinks about going in, but finally decides to offload. Afzal now running a beautiful line that time versus Herat. Lahiru rather. Ravin De Silva. Good carry by Ravin De Silva. He's been gaining important yards for Navy. Quick pick and go to fasten things up. Kassan De Silva now. Navy just 6 meters away from the try line, asking a lot of questions. They need to make sure that they commit more players onto that ruck, Sabir. Otherwise, Havelock Sports Club will try to get that away. Now looking to go on the open side, Navy. Still trusting in their forwards to do the work. Now he is going through the middle. Oh, brilliant cover tackle coming in from the two lock forwards for Havelock Sports Club. But Havis have been guilty of coming from offside. Navy playing with the advantage. They need to make sure that they're patient now because they have advantage on their side, and make sure that they come back with 5 points, which will really put Havelocks under pressure. Richie Dharmapal at the back, controlling things. Kassan De Silva with the carry. Found short again, so Navy have to regroup and try that again. Moving forward, held up, says the referee. Seems like he deemed that the earlier advantage was over. There you go. Coming back to the penalty. Havi's guilty of coming from the side.
That's a correct decision, Sudarshan. Early on, he was playing advantage. Navy didn't move 10 meters or more anyway, but Sitam Paris does not look really good on this defensive work. Looks like he might have to have a concussion test. But what a lovely piece of line break by Navy early on. Ravin De Silva with the collection of Mohammad Afzal, late delayed pass, Sudarshan, and also lovely collection from the ground by Kassan Silva, the tight head prop, and they just kept the momentum with them, position with them, and advance or move forward with face by face, and that really did well. And here's the opportunity to go or take the lead for the first time. Will Tilner go for the post?
One time then, okay. LED. Wait.
I think he needs to go out, Sudarshan.
Time on.
Interestingly, Navy opting to take the short tap and run, and charging through is Charit Silva. I did say that he knows his way to the try line before the game as well. Has touched down 5 times, and this is his 6th. Charit Silva, take a look at that, too strong in that 5 meters. Navy going back with 4 points. They can 5 points rather. They can add 2 more here because yet again Tilna Veerasinghe will have a chance to kick an easy conversion.
And that try came so easy as you like, Sudarshan. Quite interesting change. Tilna was focused on 3 points, and Mohammad Afzal got the coach's message, ran into Tilna. Let's go for the quick tap. And here's the lead for the Navy Sports Club with that conversion, 10 points to 5.
There you go, easy as you like. 5-point lead for Navy Sports Club. Coming back from the earlier disappointment of Havelock scoring 5 points. They've had to work hard, but good work by the Navy forwards, paving way for Charit Silva to touch down for his 5th try of the season. Now Havelock Sports Club will have to refocus here because Navy are slowly but steadily getting into their rhythm. Good high hanging king, and yet again Amit Gunasinghe with his 3rd clean collection of the 3rd restart that he received. Dharmapala going deep to Afzal. Afzal with the kick. Underneath it is Hapugura. Has Riza who's on support, trying to create a counter, and Radhisha Seneviratne will be in trouble. Seneviratne is in trouble, and referee playing advantage. Herat looking to offload, couldn't offload it to Dinu Kamarasinghe. Referee still playing advantage to Havelock Sports Club.
Offside.
Navy yet again guilty of playing offside.
Hands up, hands up.
Hapugoda now to Fernando. Swings it out to Riza Mubarak. One bounce collection from Mubarak. Referee Gunaratna will now want to have a chat with the assistant referee.
Blue number 8. I tackle.
Referee Gunaratna wanted to check whether it was a warning only.
Yeah.
That time it wasn't dangerous by Radisha, but it's not the intention, but your action that's been penalized, so it's deemed to be reckless, which is why he's going out to the sin bin. So not ideal for Navy Sports Club, costing 10 minutes for them.
Here's that replay, Sudarshan. This came probably 90 seconds before, and Rajesh Seniratna would have thought I would have escaped that, but referee Priyant advantage did play that advantage for the certain extent, and unfortunately Rajesh Seniratna is such a good player, but it was the correct decision after all. This is what maybe the French rugby calls for tackles below waist, Sudarshan, but it was something the World Rugby will take into consider, and some will debate that or argue that whether it's not how the rugby should be played. But anyway, player safety comes as paramount, and skipper Fernando wins that territorial. This time he made it into the sidelines.
Unfortunate that time by Rajesh Seniratna. Now Havelock with another chance. They have 10 minutes where they have a numerical advantage. Have we saw earlier when they got a line out, they threw a maul, they scored their first try. Yet again going to Situm Piris at the number 4 spot. Beautifully set maul. Initial charge with Fajudeen at the back, controlling things. Silva now trying his level best to come through the middle and challenge the maul, but Havelock is well set. Good pressure by Silva. Liston Flatney joining in. Still on the run. Finally brought down Flatney. Charit Silva did very well that time to come through the middle and put pressure on the Havelocks. Havis trying to penetrate the 22-meter line of Navy Sports Club here. Priyadarshana. Good tackle on him by Seagats and Abzal combined. Mohammad Abzal lost his footing there, so that will be a penalty coming in favor of Havelocks. Mithun Hapugoda, a little bit of a show and go, trying to snip through the close quarters. Dushmant Priyadarshana collecting a beautiful offload by Fajudeen. Fajudeen with a quick take, and here's Havelock challenging the line. Dinu Kamarasinghe offload. Cramp them up in the corner, but referee will come back to the initial infringement where Navy have been found guilty. So Havelocks now with the chance. They can either go for 3 points, which will be the correct thing to do, because remember, Navy are one man down. They need to play as much rugby as they can. Here's a replay. Dinu Kamarasinghe back of the hand pass, but DRL was cramped up in the corner. Navy doing very well to make the touchline. That extra defender, although they are a number down.
Absolutely, Sudarshan. Dabur just could not balance his body weight in that sidelines, but it's yet again those front row players for Havelocks. Look at the carry every time they get the ball. They're exploiting it to at least 2 to 3 meters with a great effect coming in. You saw how well Dushmant Priyadarshana and Fajudeen did that, especially inside the red zone.
Interesting call from Havelock Sports Club, opting to go for a scrum. Havis having that extra bit of weight in their favor. Hapugoda now going on the short side. Back to Hapugoda. Offloads, and that is a beautifully constructed try by Havelock Sports Club. Rishabh Mubarak, the beneficiary of it. But all square now. Havelock Sports Club scoring their second try, 10 points to their name.
Great stuff, great work, great set piece move. This is what you want to see. And Reza Mubarak, after that conversion was botched by Buddhima Piratna. Look at that dummy work by Dinu Kamarasinghe and Mithun Hapagoda going into that and assisting Mubarak with that try. And after he missed out that conversion, look at the mental strength of this player, Sudarshana. He just made that when he was isolated, turned over from that center of the field. And here he's showing his experience in this battle. But due courtesy should be given to Mithun Hapagoda and also Dinu Kamarasinghe.
Beautiful stuff, isn't it? When what you try and practice at training ground come into life here at game time. Reza Mubarak making it look easy, but they would have rehearsed it time and time again. Training pitch drills coming into action, and here's Mubarak to try and take the lead, and he's good this time. No charging down Mubarak. So Havies get onto the lead. First time this game, 12 points to 10. Second time this game rather. Scored the opening try and surrendered their lead to Navy Sports Club. But wonderful conversion by Reza Mubarak, converting his own try. And Havelocks will now have to focus. Remember, teams are very vulnerable soon after they score a good try, Sabir.
Yeah, so far we have witnessed a good passage or good quarter of football here, Sudarshan. Both teams showing their attacking intent, and Tilna Veerasinghe should send this into the 22. Put some pressure. That's a decent chase by Ravin De Silva. Unfortunately, it was a knock-on.
Referee Gunaratna playing advantage to Havelocks. And here's Dinu Kamarasinghe. Show and go. Cuts back inside. Beautiful offload to Reza Mubarak. Niroshan. Should have tried and put some afterburners. Very unfortunate that time. Niroshan Fernando didn't have the pace to hit the corners. Lucky for Navy, very, very lucky for Navy. They will be breathing a big sigh of relief because that came out of nowhere.
How good is that? Inside the 22, you're on the attacking drive, and Niroshan Fernando had the option. He should have given perhaps a bit early to Mithun Hapagoda and then support. We'll have a look at that replay. Initially it was Dinu Kamarasinghe who took that long pass from Fernando himself, and he opted to go inside. Then Reza Mubarak, a lovely ball to Fernando. Again, Dabari Fernando combination didn't really work well.
Miscommunication there. The winger and the skipper not deciding which lines, which player will run. Niroshan, I thought, should have straightened it up a little, but Navy now with a chance to try and get out of jail. But Havies forwards will be looking to make sure they put as much pressure as they can on this scrum. Number is break by Gihan. Marked down by the Havies forwards, who are putting a lot of pressure on that ball. Navy still managing to hold on to it. Dharmapala has options, has Abzal. Decides to go with Tilna Veerasinghe, who kicks to touch, and Havies will look to regroup from here.
Sundeshan was not a happy candidate with Adisha Veerathunga on that breakdown battle. Few complaints to the assistant referee, but Navy just came out of jail. You have to play it safe. Mind you, still a man down. Silva on your screen, the man who scored the try, 6 tries this season so far for a tight head prop. Both the prop forwards have done a yeoman service for the Sailors outfit, Sudarshana.
Absolutely, and they will have to do a lot more here, remember, because it's not going to be easy.
Right. Time out. Hurry up, blue.
Because Havies pack will be bringing on a fresh challenge throughout this game, and we've seen that their substitutions are also very effective. The likes of Rahul Delpachitra again opting to go to Situm Pires in the number 4 pod, setting it up. beautifully now on the charge. Fajudeen at the back of that maul. Beautiful control by the Havelock forwards. Easily gaining about 10 meters. Breaking no sweat. Still on the move. Beautiful body structure, but the ball comes out. And had to be illegally so, because that maul was very well constructed, and Havis getting a penalty in a very dangerous zone.
This is how they scored that first try with that driving maul, Sudarshan. They are showing some extraordinary signs in terms of putting that technical alignment in perfection into that driving maul. And the Navy, their seniors, their front rowers, their forwards just have to make that communication. They just have to find a way to stop this driving maul again straight away, or rightly so, putting that into the sidelines. Here's that.
There you go, coming from the sides. Buddhima Peratna can excuse him. He's a back. Wouldn't understand the physiques of a maul, the chemistry rather. And here's Havelock Sports Club yet again opting to set it up. Beautifully set maul. Now Navy will be under the pump. Inside the 5 meters, and they touch down. Asmir Fajudeen, the man coming out, just like he's done time and time again at Reed Avenue. He started doing it for the Park Club.
Again, taking that time too quickly this time. The Navy made that sacking in the line-out, but it's too easy for Havelocks. And their game plan is so correct, and they're delivering what they want to do. Fernando had the option to go for 3 points. And especially Radhisha Seniratna is out on the sin bin. Why not go for your most powerful weapon with this driving line out? Excellent work by Fajrin, and great work all rest of the forwards from the Havelock. Should give the credits for them, and not only the try scorer Sudarshana, especially the jumper who carried lots of pressure coming into him.
Absolutely, it's a team effort, isn't it? When the forwards work together, they look a work of art, and these Havelock forwards have been really on the mark. And here's Riza Mubarak with his third attempt. Goes slightly away from the far post, but Havis 17 points is 7 points in the lead, and they've scored twice during the gap of that 10-minute period Radhisha has been sent to the bin for. So Havis will be very happy, but Navy will be ruining the fact that they had to play with 14 men.
I think he's back now, Sudarshan. It's all even. Steven now 15. Radhisha Seniratna, I'm not sure how many yellow cards he's got this season. If a player who gets 3 yellow cards, he will be suspended. That's a good collection by Havis player. Good carry. Hapugoda using Priyadarshana.
Havis forward still grinding away. Hapugoda opting to go to the box kick. A good chase by Sandhunerat, but seems like it's gone out on the full. Slight miscalculation by the Nippy scrum off, but otherwise it was a very good kick.
Such a good kick, Sudarshan. Look at the aerial impact that he made on that kick. Just he would have wished that it's inside the 22.
A little bit of breathing space for Navy Sports Club. Now they have a attacking line out in the half of Havis. Havis have been doing all the line out damage so far this game. Here's a chance for Navy Sports Club to capitalize on the line out, opting to go with a 4-man line out, 5-man line out, interestingly. Going to the 6th pot, 3rd pot rather. Abzal gives it to the big De Silva. Richie Dharmapala broke momentum of the arriving player, but Havis doing very well to rip that ball away. Situmpir is the man who was in the middle. Another chance for Hapugoda to get out of jail. Veerasinghe with the aerial step rather. Now making it available for Buddhima Piyaratna to punch a hole through the middle. Beautiful step by Piyaratna. Stepping 4 men who were clueless. Here's De Silva, Charit Silva, Abzal putting Adisha Veeratunga in space, and he absolutely did not have to do that. Here's Mithun Hapugoda trailing him. Is Piyaratna, will he have the gas? And Mithun Hapugoda goes the distance. How unfortunate. Adisha Veeratunga, why did you just do that?
Well, there's no sign from the assistant referee, so it's been a try awarded, but what a lovely work by Mithun Hapugoda, who was judged as the player of the week for the last week's performance. And we would like to see a replay of this game. Adisha Veeratunga, after some great steps and great run by Buddhima Piyaratna, he got this offload with a step inside, and that offload, it is so unnecessary because
completely legal for Mithun Hapugoda to collect that ball, because he was tracking back, and once Veeratunga offloaded that ball, it was open play. And Mithun Hapugoda, our player of the week last week, how about that celebration? had the speed to beat Buddhima Piyaratna to the line. Buddhima Piyaratna would consider himself a little unlucky that he couldn't get to the man. But Havelock Sports Club in a strong position now, 22 points to 10. Navy has a lot of comeback to do in this half if they want to challenge for that big victory.
Riza Mubarak, 1 out of 3. Certainly he won't mind his stats after scoring that try.
Well, makes it 2 out of 4. Riza Mubarak increasing the Havelock's tally to 24 points, and Havelocks have now gotten the bonus point.
How good is that? Still in the first half, this is what you want, especially when you are in for the title chase, Sudarshana. And absolutely peach of a kick by Riza Mubarak. Quite interesting the way it's pretty much 44 meters angle kick from the far right. But Adisha Veeratunga did the cardinal error with that offload. Sometimes it comes on your way, sometimes it don't.
Very good high-hanging kick and good pressure by Ravin De Silva. But Havelock Sports Club coming away with the scrum. One of the chasers have gotten their hand to it. 32 minutes on our clock, Sabir. So far, this half has been dominated by Havelock Sports Club. You can't really discount Navy. They've been fighting, but some crucial errors have turned the game against them.
Yeah, Sudarshan, pretty much Havelock scored 10 points in the absence of Rajesh Seneviratne's yellow card offense. And also they showed some great strength in that forwards play. Again, we are witnessing in that scrum, Lasin Dushan with the break. A powerful hit on Lahiru Herat. Made at least 6 to 8 meters.
Here's the Heavy's line with a chance to counter. Dinu Kamarasinghe, a good pass. But Riza Mubarak collected it, left it behind a little. So good defensive work by Veerasinghe, Tilna Veerasinghe that time. That's going to be another high tackle. Is it Radhisha Seneviratne again? Well, Radhisha was the culprit, but has a small look at the referee and cheekily walks away.
That's a pretty much seatbelt tackle by Adisha Veeratunga, but Radhisha was not the tackler.
Havis now with another chance inside the 22 meters of Navy Sports Club. Seatbelt tackles are going to be dealt with a penalty and a reward for 10 years of loyalty for rugby, as ThePapare.com has already opened up the dedicated Facebook page, the Papare Rugby page. something that has been requested by our fans time and time again, and ThePapare has obliged. Good challenge by Ravin De Silva to win that one. Brilliant stuff from Navy. Buddhima Pieratna trying to punch a hole. He's been the live buyer for Navy so far this game. Ravin De Silva not managing to collect it. Referee playing advantage to Navy. Havis were definitely offside. There you go. Now Navy has a very good chance here to finish this half strong. 5 minutes to go in this first half.
Look at that line out, Sudarshan. There's a first mistake came in, miscommunication between Fajrin and the first receiver. And Navy certainly had the momentum, but Havelocks didn't have to give that penalty. The backs could have just be patient because they are going to win the ball anyway from the kick of Tilna Veerasinghe. But here you lost the position and territory. Here's that mistake, Ravin De Silva.
Fajrin furious that time, as all hookers are when the jumpers mix up the call. Now it's up to Amit Gunasinghe, the Navy Sports Club hooker, to make sure that he delivers here. Navy yet again have opted to go with the short man line out. They have jumpers in the like of Veeratunga, who taps the ball in. Not a clean ball, but Navy will look to run nevertheless. Here's the try scorer Silva carrying the ball forward. Good carry by Silva, needs support. Abzal looking to punch through the middle. Good defensive effort by Liston Flatney, combining with his lock forward. Referee playing advantage. Navy with the advantage. And breaking through the middle is Radhisha Seneviratne, needs a support. Big hit on him by Situm Piris. Referee Gunaratne playing advantage. Navy asking a lot of questions inside the 22 meters. Needs to quicken things up. Fajuddin should have done better to get out from there. Referee still playing advantage. Radhisha with another carry. Navy Sports Club looking to finish the half strong.
Get back! Get back! Get back!
Richie Dharmapalan decides that he needs to slow things down, settle the nerves. Goes to Gavin Seagutz. Navy trying to create space on the open side, getting their forwards to hit the close end of the field.
Play on! Play on!
Seagutz with another carry to the opposite side.
Roll away!
Dharmapal wants another carry from the forwards, and Kasun De Silva is the man chosen. Now Silva has been dangerous every time he's touched the ball. Kasun De Silva from the blind side. Navy backs now going to the blind side, but referee Gunaratne decides that there was no advantage from the early infringement. The quick tap is taken from front of the mark.
Yeah, you need to retake. Referee Priyanka Gunaratne was running for his mark. The player should be more aware of that. And almost a try looks like it's coming, Sudarshana. Faces after faces, nearly 10 to 12 faces.
Here's another look at it. Liston Flatney didn't make enough of an effort to get out from the mix. Radhisha Seneviratne breaking through the middle, and that was slightly dangerous by Sitam Piris, luckily getting away. Navy opting to take the quick tap and use their forwards. Going through the blind side now, the short side. Now Amit Gunasinghe tucking the ball in for Navy. Seagutz. Seneviratne in support.
Penalty!
Advantage to Navy. Situm Piris that time was not allowed to play the ball because Radhisha Seneviratne had arrived. Navy playing for advantage. Will get the penalty.
Number 33, rough.
3 consecutive penalties for in favor of the Sailors, so Havelocks will have to be very careful. There you go.
There comes the warning, as you said, Rishi Dharma. Let's see what's referee Priyanka after.
Next time. 1 minute.
Too many penalties in the red zone. Maybe next time he's going for a card. And Richie Dharmapala's that kick. We saw they scoring a try in the first round, something like that.
Silva's carry is well defended by skipper Fernando from Havelock Sports Club.
Surely they have to score from here, Sudarshana. Face after face, Havelock's bodies really feeling this. They have to be patient. They can't be patient anymore.
Rajesh Sarivaratna isolated slightly. Luckily for him, Senal Dilika lost balance and was not able to play that ball. Abzal now sending it out wide to Veerasinghe. Veerasinghe, terrible pass by Veerasinghe. Sailors have yet again given away a brilliant chance to score. They were asking a lot of questions. Forwards putting in the hard yards, but skipper giving it away, and that's going to be half time. Disappointing end to the first half for Navy Sports Club, because they should have scored at least 2 tries in this first half, Sabir.
At least minimum 7 points was on offer. This is that pass we were talking about. Great defense by Reza Mubarak yet again. He marked his man perfectly, but Tilna Veerasinghe's pass to Lahiru.
Unnecessary offload there, Sabir, because Reza Mubarak was already up marking the man, and he had him covered. That's the half-time confirmation. 10 points to 24. Havelock Sports Club with a 14-point lead. Those 14 points were taken during the absence of Rajesh Sarivaratna, who went out on a yellow card. Here are the highlights. Havish with the first try.
Yeah, and Tilna Veerasinghe with the conversion. Navy had the better of first 5 to 10 minutes. Silva with his 6th try of this season. Lovely set piece move, came back Reza Mubarak with courtesy of Dinu Kamarasinghe's scissor move with Mithun Hapagoda. And that's a peach of a kick by Mubarak from that 44 meter distance. And then came the second try for Havis through Azmir Fajruddin, and here's that mistake by Adisha Veeratunga. Mithun Hapagoda said thank you very much with almost 70 meter try, and Buddhiva Piratna had no chance stopping him. Mubarak once again from that difficult conversion. He nailed 2 pitch of a kick from wide angle, and that's the half-time or the first half highlights. We'll go for a short commercial break and we'll be back with the second half action.
Crescent Mini Keeves. Try it. Love it. The original Mini Keeves, only from Crescent.
අපේ ගෙදර හැමෝටම ඉන්ටනෙට් ඕනේ. මොබිටෙල් වයිෆයි රවුටරේ නිසා ගෙදරේදී කිසි ප්‍රශ්නයක් නෑ. අපි වෙන වෙනම ඉන්ටනෙට් ගියත් පැකේජ් එක එකයි. ඒත් ගෙදරින් එළියට ගියාම හැමෝටම පැකේජ් එක අරන් යන්න පුළුවන්ද? Hey බැරි. මොබිටෙල් වයිෆයි ප්ලස් පැකේජ් එක තියෙන්නේ. ලංකාවේ කොහේ ගියත් රවුටරේ ගෙදර තියෙද්දි ගෙදර හැමෝටම එකම පැකේජ් එකෙන් වෙන වෙනම ඉන්ටනෙට් යන්න පුළුවන් එකම ක්‍රමය. මොබිටෙල් වයිෆයි ප්ලස් විතරයි. ඒ විතරක් නෙමෙයි. එක බිලයි කනෙක්ෂන්ස් ගොඩයි.
sophisticated selection of Yardley, London.
Breeder fast, Pulsar NS160 with wider tyres and twin disc brakes from David Pieris Motor Company Private Limited.
Sophisticated selection of Yardley, London.
Crunchy munchy.
Fiery Kochi.
Crescent Kochi Bites. Try it. Love it. The original Kochi Bites only from Crescent.
Sophisticated selection of Yardley, London.
අපේ ගෙදර හැමෝටම ඉන්ටනෙට් ඕනේ. මොබිටෙල් වයිෆයි රවුටරේ නිසා ගෙදරේදී කිසි ප්‍රශ්නයක් නෑ. අපි වෙන වෙනම ඉන්ටනෙට් ගියත් පැකේජ් එක එකයි. ඒත් ගෙදරින් එළියට ගියාම හැමෝටම පැකේජ් එක අරන් යන්න පුළුවන්ද? Hey Barry, මොබිටෙල් වයිෆයි ප්ලස් පැකේජ් එක තියෙන්නේ. ලංකාවේ කොහේ ගියත් රවුටරේ ගෙදර තියෙද්දි ගෙදර හැමෝටම එකම පැකේජ් එකෙන් වෙන වෙනම ඉන්ටනෙට් යන්න පුළුවන් එකම ක්‍රමය. මොබිටෙල් වයිෆයි ප්ලස් විතරයි. ඒ විතරක් නෙමේ. එක බිලයි, කනෙක්ෂන්ස් ගොඩයි. අපේ ගෙදර හැමෝටම ඉන්ටනෙට් ඕනේ. මොබිටෙල් වයිෆයි රවුටරේ නිසා ගෙදරේදී කිසි ප්‍රශ්නයක් නෑ. අපි වෙන වෙනම ඉන්ටනෙට් ගියත් පැකේජ් එක එකයි. ඒත් ගෙදරින් එළියට ගියාම හැමෝටම පැකේජ් එක අරන් යන්න පුළුවන්ද? Hey Barry, මොබිටෙල් වයිෆයි ප්ලස් පැකේජ් එක තියෙන්නේ. ලංකාවේ කොහේ ගියත් රවුටරේ ගෙදර තියෙද්දි ගෙදර හැමෝටම එකම පැකේජ් එකෙන් වෙන වෙනම ඉන්ටනෙට් යන්න පුළුවන් එකම ක්‍රමය. මොබිටෙල් වයිෆයි ප්ලස් විතරයි. ඒ විතරක් නෙමේ. එක බිලයි, කනෙක්ෂන්ස් ගොඩයි.
Welcome back to the live action brought to you on www.ThePapare.com, Sri Lanka's #1 sports hub, bringing you live action of the Dialogue Rugby League 2018-19, and here we are at the start of the second half of this thrilling encounter. Havelock Sports Club being hosted by Navy here at the Valisara Park. But so far it's been all visitors in this first half. Though Navy has managed to get 2 tries to their name. And here's a very good high-hanging restart by Thilna Veerasinghe. Equally well fielded by Sithum Piris from Havelock Sports Club. Havis are looking at a big victory here because they've already gotten a bonus point, 4 tries to their name. Navy, on the other hand, have been playing well in the fringes but haven't managed to put in that important finishing touches. Coach Motilal Jayatalik opting to go to a few changes, taking Richie Dharmapal out. And here's Silva, try scorer from the first half. Has touched down 5 times, 6 times already this season. Veeratunga from Navy carrying the ball forward. Harsha Madhuranga has been substituted in as the halfback. Adisha Veeratunga, brilliant carry there. Yet again opted to offload rather than keeping the ball. Last time he did that, Havis ran a 70-meter try. Charit Silva, big forward, big carry. Leaves it behind for his opposite number, Kasun De Silva, who brings play to just 6 meters. And just when I was building up Charit Silva, he loses the ball, but no harm done because they had advantage. And referee yellow carding Senal Dileka. That's a big blow to Havis. Navy will look to dominate this next 10 minutes because they have an advantage numerically.
Absolutely, this is a perfect start. Coach Motilal Jayatillaka would have preferred straight away from the kickoff, showing some great defense, turned over position, and then face after face. Both forwards and backs combining. Madhuranga also giving that breakdown passes quite quickly. And Adisha Veeratunga, and the offload, it's not the replay we wanted, but here's that knock-on incident. Before this pass from Madhuranga, Adisha Veeratunga made a lovely running angle, Sudarshana, but only his offload. This time it was picked by Adisha Seneviratne.
Thilna Veerasinghe has had a very sweet day today. Easy kicks coming his way, and he's done nothing wrong. So 13 points to 24. Navy cutting the deficit to 11 points. And they will want to try and capitalize because last time a yellow card was awarded, Havelock Sports Club ended up scoring 14 points. So Navy has 11-point catch up to do here. Risa Mubarak to restart. Very good high-hanging kick, and Amit Gunasinghe yet again is right underneath it, but coming away with it is Hassan Madhuranga. Good kick to space and chasing Risa down. Risa managed to evade Madhuranga. Now Mithun Hapugoda trying to create something, trying to run outside. Cutting back inside and well marked by Mohammad Abzal. Beg your pardon, Buddhima Peyaratne that time. Havis will want to slow things down, settle the nerves a little because there is a little step. Ball going helter-skelter, very untidy play. Referee puts a stop to it finally. And rules in favor of Navy, who will receive a scrum.
Good restart, Sudarshana, by Riza Mubarak, and good work by Dushwant Priyadarshana also, and then couple of turnovers from both the side. And here's Amit Kasan Silva rather. Charit Silva, there's no arm tackle, rightly so. It's not the first time Senal Dileka have done this, Sudarshana, even last year, even in the first round of this season. When he clearly finds a mismatch, he clearly goes to his lower center of gravity. with shoulders, not involving his arms.
Well, reminds you of some other person, isn't it? Your beloved Owen Farrell, who's very popular for his no-arm tackles when it comes to the international arena. Has managed to get away a couple of times.
That's just...
He's a little bit of banter coming your way, Sabri. Is the comparison of the pack weights yet again for you. But remember, Havelocks have to contend with 7 men. Radhisha Seneviratne breaking from the back, offload to Afzal.
Nice.
Beautiful offload to Buddhima Peyaratne. Peyaratne with 1 man to beat. Risa Mubarak right on the money there with his defense. Amit Gunasinghe as the first receiver. Navy need to build on from here. They need to finish this one off. Ravin De Silva, lazy hands. Very unfortunate. Yet again, Navy, a very promising move, just had to finish it. That would have started their comeback, but unfortunately Ravin De Silva putting up lazy hands there. It wasn't meant for him. It should have let it go on past him and supported the player. But in 2 minds, putting your hands up and breaking momentum for Navy.
This is the break coming from Radhisha Seneviratne. Great pickup by Mohammad Afzal and lovely offload to Buddhima Peyaratne. He steps 1 and 2 and lovely tackle coming in. Reza Mubarak try saving tackle and Madhuranga was quick, but there's no line or supportive backs for Navy on that occasion. But Amit Gunasinghe managed to go in few meters, but Ravin De Silva just coughed it from the carrier from Mohammad Afzal. A try, 5 points minimum going begging.
Oh, absolutely. Here are the handling errors. Navy guilty of 5 against Havelock Sports Club. Single handling error. It has really costed them. And here's Hashan Madhuranga managing to snipe through, picking that ball up from close quarters. Radhisha Seneviratne with a pick and go. Needs to make it available. Does very well. Madhuranga now to Seagats. Tackled by Dino Kamarasinghe. Navy yet again close to the 5 meters. Amit Gunasinghe was isolated and Nirushan Fernando did very well to push him back. Backtracking Navy. Navy need to settle down and put in the finishing touches, which they can do. Earning the penalty that time. Quick tap by Radhisha Seneviratne. Looking to earn that 10-meter advantage. Brings play into the 5 meters. Navy forwards will like to belt away at the try line now. Good pressure coming in from Situm Piris, who is going for that ball, but still available for Navy Sports Club. Now Silva trying to break away, but defensive fringes are good for Havelock Sports Club. Not 10 meters, says the referee. So they will be back to the penalty. What will they try to do, Navy, here? Because remember, they're down 11 points. Yes, you can go for that 3-pointer, but I think
they
with 1 man down,
yes, absolutely, yes. Especially Senal Delake is out. 2 bodies, Havelock's bodies out as well. They might be thinking they might be killing some time, but no. I think Situm Piris already he got a blow in the first half. You should have gone for that concussion test. It's not a good in terms of player safety.
Absolutely, Sabir. I think he needs to be sent off. Take that 10 minutes, go get yourself assessed. And if he's fit enough, and if the medical officer rules that he's fit enough, then he can come back. But if you are going to keep continuing to play with that nickel, it's not ideal for the player, because in the player's aspect, he will want to play. Here's Radhisha Seneviratne trying to snipe through the middle. Very well defended by the Havelock lock forward. And Navy from here would want to start this off with a try, which will bring them within a 1-score range. Havelock's coach Sanat Maris intently looking on with the stopwatch in his hand. 48 minutes on our clock, and Havis have a lot of defending to do here. De Silva with the carry. Seagats lining it up for Navy Sports Club.
Use it.
Seneviratna
Last
at
push.
the back supporting Silva. Here's Kasun De Silva with the carry. Now Navy looking at the open side
Roll away.
and going blind. Big carry by Charit Silva. Gunasinghe for the line and he scores. Beg your pardon, Kasun De Silva is the man. So the two prop forwards getting in on the scoreboard. Interesting times, isn't it? This season, forwards have been the most dominant ones throughout all the clubs, and they've scored the most number of tries. So they're keeping the backs waiting, these forwards, and Kasun De Silva getting that much needed try for Navy Sports Club.
Brilliant, Sudarshan. They have done their homework during the halftime, because just before the halftime, Navy had the option to score one try, faces after faces in the opposite 5-meter mark, and unfortunately they could not come on with points, or they could not go into the halftime with 7 points or minimum of 5 due to the Veerasinghe's offload. So this time around, and using that forwards play, De Silva, both the right head and the loose head prop scoring for Navy, and the deficit is much closer as you expect.
Very important that Veerasinghe gets this conversion. These 2 points are going to be very absolutely important for Navy Sports Club. 18-24. Good strike, and it will be 20-24, which reads much better. Navy now 1 score away from Havelock Sports Club, and if they can try and get another try to their name, it will be game on here.
Good conversion. Just curls inside. By the look of it, it looked like it's going from the top of the out of the left hand uprights. Fever chat between the backs. 20 points to 24. How close is that?
I think the inclusion of Hashan Maduranga to that number 9 position has really breathed some life to this Navy team, who needed to quicken things up.
Yet again, great collection by Amit Gunasinghe.
Good collection by Gunasinghe. Spectators are going up in arms for a high tackle, but referee Gunaratna is happy with it. But Tilna Veerasinghe's kick is absolutely torrid that time, kicking it out in the full, completely getting it wrong, and opens a door for Havis to try and attack the Navy line. Havis will want to waste as much time as they can until Senal Dilaka is back.
Here's
the
that
replay.
Carried by Gunasinghe, and quite interestingly, Sudarshan, all the kicks and the restarts by Riza Mubarak, it was sent to Gunasinghe, and he's good in hands. 5 out of 5 for him. Great collection by Sitam Peris.
Havis yet again setting things up. This is the way they know to the try line. Navy that time guilty of bringing down the maul illegally. Dushmanta Priyadarshana carrying the ball forward. The referee still playing advantage in favor of Havelock Sports Club. Havis forwards will want to slow things down and take a little time. Get settled around it. Radhisha Seneviratna asked not to try and attack. Igdenuk Amarsinghe spills it. So referee will come back for the initial penalty, where Navy was guilty of bringing the maul down illegally. So this is what's going wrong for Navy Sports Club. Every time that they try and come into the lead or score, they lose focus and they let Havelocks into their own half, and inside the 22 these Havis forwards are very lethal, isn't it?
They are indeed. We saw that how lethal they were in the first half. I'm sure this will go into sidelines and Havelocks will fancy their chances in yet another driving maul, as the skipper puts that into a 5-meter mark. So Navy defense will be tested And this time they have to be much more disciplined. Probably they should put some pressure on Situm Piris or Umesh Madhushan contest the line out, Sudarshana. Or probably you need to sack it immediately as a ball carrier goes into down.
Havelock Sports Club now restored to their original numbers, and Aldilaka back in the field. Absolutely no pressure on Situm Piris. And here's Asmir Fajruddin with the ball at the back. Piris collecting it. Still on the charge, Havis. Senal Dilaka securing the ball for Havelocks. Navy finally managing to bring the men down. Dushmanta Priyadarshana trying to attack the closer fringes. Asmir Fajruddin now. Havis have done well to only give 10 points in the absence of Senal Dilaka. And the 14 points Navy gave away during the absence of Radhesha Senaviratna. So 4 points difference, and Havis. Situm Piris carried the ball forward but was pushed back. Offload attempt. Not successful by Navy Sports Club, attacking the close quarters. Fajruddin to Piris. Good defense by Gavin Seaguts. Now going out. Prince Chamara stopped inches away. Oh, Sandhu Herat. Terrible pass. But they have penalty advantage coming their way, Havelock Sports Club. They're being given a chance after chance. Navy need to take control of things now.
Number 5.
Number 5.
Referee wants to have a chat. Well, he told Radhesha Senaviratna that they can play the ball if they are the first receiver. Number 5 was guilty party that time, attacking the man without the ball, Gavin Seaguts. Unfortunately lined him up nicely, but Havis decided against passing the ball. If the ball was in the hands of that player, that would have been a brilliant tackle.
Interesting call. Sudarshan opting for the scrum, not going for the line out. I'm sure they still have the confidence and the strength in that line. We'll see whether they can drive through the touched line. So far so good.
He is trying to go through. Lasindu Ishan Karnataleka breaking, stepping inside. Beautiful try. That time the flank from Navy Sports Club. Adisha Veeratunga had no clue. Take a look at this one. Adisha Veeratunga tracking Lasindu Karnataleka. Beautiful step.
How good is that?
Pretty much a nutmeg.
Lasindu Ishan foxing 2 defenders and into the try. Excellent stuff by the former Science College captain, and here's Reza Mubarak. And the conversion is good this time. So 31 points to 20. Again have to score twice for Navy to come back into the lead.
Very unfortunate, isn't it? Because the Navy Sports Club have been playing very good in patches, but haven't been able to put in those finishing touches, and giving away position to Havis at very, very important junctures. And the Havelock's forwards have grabbed onto every opportunity that has come their way. Tilnavira Singh's kick is right on the mark. Good kick there. Full out was the call from Havelock Sports Club, who misjudged it. Navy now with a chance. Gunasinghe thinks about offloading to Seagoods but decides to take it himself. Abzal has options on the outside. Terrible pass. Tilnavir Singh did very well to kick that forward. Now Havi is on the counter. Luckily for Navy, they lose it forward. And oh well, seems like Tilnavir Singh has lost it forward.
That should have been a better pass by Mohammad Abzal. They just created the decoy running into perfect angle. There's a space out wide opened up as well. And it should have gone to Tilnavir Singh and then to Buddhima Peratna to make that territorial run for the speedster. Here's that replay, Abzal. And here's that pass. It's not a good pass. Chatura Seneratna in the corner. And then the ball goes loose and a knock on from the skipper.
We haven't seen much of Chatura Seneratna in this game. Was very good at CHNFC at the race course last weekend, and here's Havi's forwards putting a lot of pressure, but lost forward by Mithun Hapagoda that time. Oh well, referee Gunaratna.
Captain. In the Lagadena. Next time, yellow card. What a pocket ticket in the bag. Why lean? Right? Atula in the bag.
Hassan Maduranga that time guilty of coming inside the pocket, and he completely showed his disagreement to the referee's decision. So referee Gunaratna giving him and the captain a stern warning. Next time it will be a yellow card.
Number 6.
Stefan Gregory has come in place of Kasun De Silva to strengthen the Navy front row.
Yeah, you can clearly see a scrum off where he came from to that Maul Sudarshana, and Havelocks with another chance. Just a quarter left, and it's all about the remaining time of play. Again, quite interestingly, that's accidental obstruction, says the referee. So Navy, opportunity for them to come out of jail. Here's that carry, Sudarshana. That looked a bit harsh, but anyway, Navy will take that.
Absolutely, Navy will be very glad that they've managed to hold on to possession. Liston Flatney has been replaced with Rahal Delpachitra coming in. Delpachitra has been the chosen man to close the game down in the last 20 minutes. Has 4 tries to his name, being an impact player in the final 20 minutes of the game. As we approach the final 20 of this one as well. 20 points to 31, but if Navy really wants it, it's still available for them. But they need to make sure that they score quickly. Lahiru Herat, who's come to the field as a replacement, carrying the ball forward for Navy. Comes to Chatura Seneviratna. Good high-hanging kick on Risa Mubarak. Mubarak gives it out to Dabare. Dabare to Dinu Kamarasinghe. Losing it forward, says referee Gunaratna. 50-50 call there, but referee was in a better angle to judge that one. Amarasinghe half-heartedly put his hand out there.
Yeah, he's been a bit clumsy this evening, Sudarshana. So has Sanun Herat early on. Here's Dabare's pass. Usually he's got some good hands in terms of his offloading ability.
Brilliant chance for Navy Sports Club in attacking position. They can have numbers on both sides. Keep an eye out on the number 8 Rajitha Seneviratna wanting to go out on the closer side. 8, 9, 11 move. No, but they opt to go on the open side.
And to give position 15 meters backwards, so it's not going well for Navy.
Hashan Maduranga to Ravin De Silva.
Number 13, not fall away.
I think that forward pass, Sudarshana, he did quite intentionally. He knew that the penalty is on offer.
I believe so. Number 13 not rolling away was the call from the referee. So Havis need to make sure that they are disciplined in this closing 10 minutes of the game. Veerasinghe with the touch finder, and that's a good one. Owning Navy Sports Club almost 15 meters. Here's the replay of the early infringement. The tackle was legal and he had to get away. Looked all right from here, but referee Gunaratne thinking otherwise. Navy now with an opportunity. Important that Amit Gunasinghe hits his man, as Havis have made a change. Lahir coming in place of Dilaka. Seneviratne carrying the ball forward. Ravin De Silva now brings play to the Havelocks 22. Good line speed shown by Havelock Sports Club to come up and defend. Abzal with a long cutout pass to Veerasinghe. Veerasinghe into the 22. Needs support. Makes the ball available. Maduranga now to Abzal. Abzal to Adisha Veeratunga. No way through the Havelock's defending line. Now Buddhima Peyaratne with a touch. Evades the first man, but he's brought down. Abzal to Stefan Gregory, who collects the ball stationary, so there was no momentum behind his run. Now Navy with their tails up. Has space on the outside. Chatura Seneviratne very rightly cuts back inside, looking for support. Good thinking by the young lad. Abzal. Now to Gregory, who is isolated. Needs support to clear the ranks. Maduranga with a diving pass. Coming through the middle is Amit Gunasinghe. Good running lines by the hooker. Change in direction. Here's Charit Silva. Spills the ball forward very cheaply. And yet again Navy have surrendered possession. And here's the charge. Navy very lucky to regain possession. But sloppy passing and unforced errors have been Navy's curse so far this game.
Not enough gas on the tanks, Sudarshana. Play is going everywhere. Navy showing some intent through the replacement Stefan Gregory and also Lakmal in that other side. And Shaukat Lahir just managed to put a thumping tackle on one of the Navy players to win that ball carry. There's that tackle. Silva just knocked it on. Navy or Havelocks played with that advantage. There's an option or opportunity coming in Sandun Herat, but you cannot always predict the bounce of this odd-shaped rugby ball. And here Maduranga playing a bit too casual.
Absolutely, and Chatura Seneviratne that time, if you did see Sabir, when Sandun Herat was trekking that ball, Chatura had his arm on Sandun Herat. He didn't push him back, but he put his arm and reminded him that I'm behind you. So good sense by Chatura Seneviratne. There you go, the difference of handling errors. Navy Sports Club guilty of 8, whereas Havis have managed to keep theirs to poor handling errors. Hapugoda with the put in. Havis will be looking to clear their ranks here. Referee Gunaratne not happy with the set of the scrum. Couple of substitutions have come in for both sides, so it'll take a little time for the front rows to adjust. Stefan Gregory, the seasoned campaigner, is trying to be a menace to Rahal Del Pachitra on this end of the field, which is why Priyantha Gunaratne has shifted from the opposite side to this side to have an eye on Gregory and Del Pachitra. Havis this time though, making sure there is absolutely no question, dominating the scrum. Lasindu Ishan breaking from the short side.
Penalty.
Referee playing advantage to Havelocks. Shaukat Lahir carrying the ball forward, and Havis get their penalty for Navy, breaking off too early from the scrum. And now it will be up to Havelock Sports Club to manage this game well. Just over 12 minutes to play in this game. They have a cushion of 11 points. So it's up to them to manage this game well and make sure that they close this one off. Another score for the pink shirts will really put a lid on this game, but whereas Navy is concerned, they need to try and finish those chances that they're getting inside the Havelock half.
Absolutely, Sudarshan. 12 minutes, quite a long time, and they will at least get another 5 to 6 opportunity, attacking opportunity. Could have been it could be set pieces as well, but first they have to keep position with them, and Havelocks having the better so far.
Havelocks now very happy to take all the time they need to travel to the line out. They knew they are into the final 10 minutes of the game. They're nearing the final 10 minutes of the game. They've managed the game well so far. Havis forwards have been right on the money. Been very impressed with them. Situmpiri yet again the chosen receiver, but Fajruddin that time guilty of a crooked throw. Fajruddin has been tremendous so far. First error from him in this game.
So the fortunes been coming to the Sailors, but can they do something? Few replacement made, and they just need to work through that 9-10 combination, and probably they will try to attack again in the shorter side. Radhish Seniratna with a fend, but he just made that lateral movement with no effect.
Shaukat Lahir completely outmuscling him that time. I thought just maybe he had his hands a little too high there for a second, but the referee Gunaratna deeming that it was alright. Here's a look at it. Yes, that was fine. Rajesh Senivaratna isolated. Lahir, I thought maybe was guilty of not showing daylight, but he did present an enough chance. The referee ruled for Radisha to offload that ball.
Yeah, but it was 50-50 call, Sudarshana. But looking at the numbers out there, Lahir versus 3 Navy defense, but that's a great worker using that low effect with his heavy shoulders. Former Royal flanker.
Now Risa Mubarak with an opportunity to regain that 14-point lead. Pretty right in front of the post, about approximately 40 meters. Distance with the angle well within Risa's range. Strikes it well, but goes off the far side post, so the scores will remain at 20 points to 13. Navy Sports Club need to hurry things. We are on to the final 10 minutes of this second half. Can they stage a comeback? Navy at their home grounds. The Navy supporters have been largely silent today. Normally gets behind their team. If Navy can score here. Held up, says the referee, so good effort by the forwards this time. This is what Navy needs. They need the bulk of possession in this closing few minutes of the second half, Sabir, in order to make sure that they can capitalize and make a score.
Everything is happening inside the Navy half. That is what the worry is for them. They just need to come into the opposite half. And it was collected by Situmpiri, and here's the chase by Rahul Delpachitra, and the maul being called. And few Navy bodies falling over.
Referee awarding a free kick that time, early engagement, and Navy taking it quickly, attacking through their backs. Madhuranga to Abzal. There's space at the back, there's nobody covering the back. Risa Mubarak is still in the corner. If they can put in a small dink. Mohammad Abzal breaking the line, good offload. Navy need to hurry things up. Ruck form there. Sandhu Nehra trying to hunt that ball down. Navy still with opportunity. Good carry by the Navy backs. Beautiful tackle on Mohammad Abzal, who was out of sorts that time. Referee clearly awarding a penalty there. He had to make a better effort. Del Pachitra to roll away. Gavin Seagut's taking the ball quickly. Another penalty coming in. Not supporting the body weight. Dylan Pereira quickly taken again by Stefan Gregory. This time did look like they weren't 10 meters back, the Havis. Navy now coming into the 22 meters. Madhuranga to Abzal now, gives it to Silva. Tarit Silva, the try scorer. Good carry by Tarit Silva. Dushmanta Priyadarshana gets his hands on the ball, not managing to clear it away. Navy managing to win it back. Now it's illegal for Delay to come in from the side and try to attack it. Navy still going. Loses the ball forward, so referee will bring play back to the initial infringement and the penalty.
Wow, he's going to pockets. It's going to be Shaukat Lahir, I think. After making two great turnovers early on.
Absolutely spot on by referee Gunaratna. Dushmanta Priyadarshana, when he had his hands on the ball, he was completely legal. But Shaukat Lahir clearly came from the side. He didn't enter the ruck from the proper gate. Navy Sports Club quickly taking. They know that they need to hurry. 11 points to finish this game. Radhisha Senivratna taking it forward. Referee playing advantage and going for the line is the replacement. And he will touch down. Held up, says the referee. But they will come back for the penalty. Guard dog was missing for Havelock Sports Club behind that rock. The man who needs to seal that off. So Navy, approximately 5 minutes remaining. Can they win this one? This will be a terrific comeback if they can, because they had to climb a 14-point gap twice.
Havis player needs to roll away. And Navy don't have much option, just to take the tap and run to the tired bodies in the pink jerseys.
Absolutely, because Havis have completely dominated when it comes to scrum time and also the line out. Navy now inches away. Again going forward. Scrum, Navy ball. Navy forwards need to make sure that they make it available for their next numbers arriving as soon as possible. 76 minutes on our clock, and this game is coming on to a thrilling finish. If Navy can try and score here, get 7 points on the board, they will still have a very good chance of another score. 11 points adrift. And this week has definitely been the week of underdogs and week of upsets. Kandy being humbled at Nittavela. CHNFC running right against CRNFC. And Navy here's a chance for them. Could be the final opportunity, Sabir, because we are on to the final 4 minutes of the game.
That's right, Sudarshan. Everything is on offer, but the main thing that goes to my mind is that before the first half, they had a vital opportunity, and they had position and to score the try twice just before the halftime in the opposite 5-meter mark, and Navy just coughed it up. That could be the main difference. because they went to the halftime with a 14-point lead. Especially when you go into that halftime with so much lead, it's really hard to come back again, especially a team who's going for the title glory.
All in, all in. Hurry up. All in. All in. Ready. Time on. Ready. Crouch. Bye.
So here you go. Harris will look to put pressure, but Navy trying to shove it forward. Radisha Seneviratne picking the ball up. Good carry by Seneviratne. A turn one too many by Seneviratne there. You're allowed to turn once, but the second time you turn, it will be penalized. So Radisha Seneviratne making an error which may very well put this game to a close, Sabir.
You had to be wiser than this, Sudarshan, especially you're getting the opportunity, you're reading the clock as well. You can ask the referee, and just giving away position without any points. And I don't think Navy now will have any momentum to come back into this game. Here's that Radisha, he's been tackled. Has he held up? He's been tackled, and there's a few more turns. Yeah, the final turn.
First turn was completely alright, but the second one, referee is definitely going to penalize that. 2 minutes to go and nothing so until the fat lady sings, they say. So still available for Navy Sports Club if they want it. Navy guilty of conceding 12 penalties, whereas Havis have conceded 15. So they've done very well, Havelock Sports Club, despite conceding 15 penalties to come up and capitalize. And it's up to us now, Sabir, to decide on the man of the match. And we've seen some very interesting performances from both teams. Charit Silva, the try scorer for Navy, was a standout player, I believed. And here's a chance for Navy to counter. Mohammad Afzal running through the middle, looking for support. Gives it out to Chatura Seneviratne, who speed checks and drops the ball forward. Has been the story of the game so far for Navy, isn't it? So close, so very close. But yes, so far 20 points, it's 31. And coming back to our player of the game, here's another look at it. Mohammad Afzal did very well, gave it to Seneviratne, speed check, and he loses it forward. However, Navy have managed to get one back. Stefan Gregory attacking the 5 meters, manages to carry the ball to the 5 meters. Adisha Veeratunga wants to slow things down, will carry that forward. Was it knock on? No. Referee decides otherwise. Amit Gunasinghe. Now Madhuranga trying to snipe through, but was marked by Dushmanta Priyadarshana. Madhuranga looking for that ball, but the forwards decide that they want to carry this one forward. Even if Navy scores, they seems like they're going to run out of time. Radisha Seneviratne pushing through and it will be held up. Dinu Kamarasinghe putting his body on the line and coming back to our play of the game. Charit Silva, like I said, had a super game for Navy Sports Club. But for Havis, I believe Riza Mubarak had a very good game. But for me, I will vote for Situm Peris, who did very well to collect those important lineouts for Havelock Sports Club, and also for his turnovers and his dirty work inside when it comes to the ruck time.
Yeah, Sudarshan, he was brilliant. I can't disagree with that. But like you said, Riza Mubarak, yes, and also Mithun Hapagoda, don't forget he scored a try and he assisted Riza Mubarak's try, and he also made few tackles in that combat between these broken play. But Situm Pires, you can see he was quite outstanding for that 65 or so minutes. He had a terrible blow on his head also. but he made some great impact on that. So it could have gone with Mithun Hapagoda or Situm Peris. So I'll stay with your point to Situm Peris as the player of the match.
I think it's only right that we award a forward from Havelock because their forwards have been absolutely brilliant. Right on the money, and Mithun Hapagoda puts an end to the game, puts Navy out of misery. 20 points to 31 is how it's going to finish. Navy Sports Club very unfortunate to lose the game in this fashion, Sabir, because I do not agree with the scoreline, whereas Navy could have at least gotten 2 more scores.
Absolutely, it could have been even more tighter than this, as the scoreboard predicts. Sudarshan. Navy nothing but to blame themselves because they had all the chances, all the opportunities, and they just could not take those opportunities into points. So I'm sure they will go into the drawing boards, and when they come next week they have to prepare a bit more and they have to capitalize with all the position that we get, because it's going to be more tougher as they go into the next week and until the last week. But they want is to come into that top 4 and go for that playoff without a doubt.
Absolutely, there you go. A clash between the second place team and the 5th place team as Havelock Sports Club go from strength to strength as they finish up in style, winning with a bonus point, 5 points to their name. And our man of the match, Situm Peris, still on the ground. Not ideal because he did get 2 knocks on his head. Should have done better to take him out a little earlier. But Navy Sports Club, on the other hand, will have a lot of work to do because they are pushing for that top 4 finish, which will allow them to join the semi-finals, for them to have a crack at the final. That's the full-time confirmation. 20 points 31. Bonus point victory for Havelock Sports Club. Second half highlights for you. Tilnavira Singh kicked off the second half with a penalty, and this was the try that came in favor of Navy. Kasan De Silva, the man, touching down, and Tilnavira Singh added the extras as well to earn 10 points for Navy in quick succession. And Lasindu Karnatilaka, beautiful step, nutmegging both Abzal and Adisha Veeratunga, scoring that try, which really did put the wind out of sails of the sailors. And here's the stat breakdown for you. Havelock Sports Club scoring 5 tries, with 3 being converted, whereas Navy only managed to get 2 tries, which were converted by Tilnavira Singh, and 2 more penalties to that. 20 points to 31. At half-time, Havelocks went into the half-time 24 points to 10 with a 14-point lead. Navy did very well to climb back up, but unfortunately squandered their lead. And ThePapare.com's player of the match, Situm Peris, for his brilliant work at the line-out and also his contribution when it comes to the breakdowns and how he managed to affect the turnovers. Next week we have Air Force taking on CHNFC on the 18th at Ratmalana. Police taking on Kandy Sports Club at Police Park, and will be looking to bounce back after their shock defeat yesterday. Havelock CR is going to be a very important game for both these teams. Havelocks in the 2nd position, but CRNFC lost out to CHNFC yesterday, so they will be looking to bounce back on the lights at Havelock Sports Club at 6:30. Navy Sports Club taking on the giant killing Army Sports Club here at Balisara. Keep an eye out for that one, because Army has a spring in their step now, having beaten Kandy Sports Club to end their 26-game unbeaten streak. And midweek you will have the segments of the breakdown coming to you every Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. and Rugby Pitya, which will be followed by the breakdown and the try of the week. We will be sure to witness that beautiful try which was constructed by Havelock Sports Club to feature in that segment. And with that, we come to an end to the telecast brought to you from Valisara Park. It has been great pleasure bringing you pictures of the second round of the DRL Club Rugby League 2018-19. I'm Sudarshan Piri signing alongside Sabir Kader and ThePapare.com technical and the production crew. Have a good evening.
Sophisticated selection of Yardley, London.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, cheesy treats, we want more.
Crescent Mini Keeves. Try it. Love it. The original Mini Keeves, only from Crescent.
Sophisticated selection of Yardley, London.
Breeder fast, Pulsar NS160 with wider tyres and twin disc brakes from DRL Motor Company Private Limited.
Sophisticated selection of Yardley, London.
Crunchy munchy.
Fiery Kochi.
Crescent Kochi Bites. Try it. Love it. The original Kochi Bites, only from Crescent.